Hello everyone, it's Ariana back at you with another Project Pan update. I know it's been a long time. I know it has been a long time. But yeah, let's just go ahead and jump right on into this video. I have several things to talk about with this Project Pan. This is my Project Finish 18 in 2018. Yeah, that's what it's called. Also, before I finish that, check out my shirt. I am reappropriating this image because I can do that because I'm native. So the things I want to talk about first are the things that I have finished or that I'm calling finished, throwing away, they're getting out of my collection. And those two things are the Wet n Wild Mega Liner in the shade Indigo and the e.l.f. lip liner in the shade Bitten. I'll talk about the eyeliner first. I used this a few times during the summer. I've had this liner for a long time, and even though there's still product coming out of it, it's very streaky and it's getting like really hard to work with and dry. So I am just gonna call this done. I don't use it enough for me to really keep it, even though it's so pretty and I want to keep it. It just is not performing the way that it used to, so I know that it's done. And this is only, I think that they've actually discontinued this one. They may or may not have discontinued this, I don't remember, but it was only about $2 or $3, so I'm not really like losing a lot by throwing it away before it is like completely done. In my opinion, it is done. I don't know if I would buy this again. I think I would prefer this if it were matte and not shimmery. This does have quite a bit of shimmer in it, so I don't know if I would buy this again. These Wet n Wild Mega Liners are very good for their $3 price range. So if you're looking for a decent eyeliner that's gonna be easy to work with and not gonna break the bank, this is a good one. And they have different colors, not just blue. This is the e.l.f. lip liner in the shade Bitten. I can show you the progress on this. I started out with about this much product and I've gotten it down to here. So I have used quite a bit of it. Yeah, that's lined up enough. I've used a lot of this and I've used enough of it to know that I do not like this. I don't like the color. I don't like the color of this on me, and I do feel like it slips and slides around on my lips, which kind of feathers at the edge. That's kind of defeats the whole point of a lip liner. So even though this still has some product left in it, it's really not worth it. It was only $1 and I don't even think it was worth $1. It's just not that good. So don't buy it, and I'm throwing this in the trash can. I don't want to use it anymore. I'm tired of using it. So that's two products out of my collection forever in the garbage. So let me get into some things that I've made the most progress on, and I'm really debating on what to talk about right now. Okay, I'm going to talk about the eyeshadow palette first. So this is my Pan That palette for the year, and I've gotten a lot done on it, really. This is probably my favorite shade. When this shade is gone, I'll probably like just throw away the whole palette, because that shade is the shade that is keeping me grounded with this palette, because I actually enjoy using it. I love pretty much all of these shades right up here on the top. This shade right here I completely crushed up and put in some baby oil, and that was right after the Fenty Beauty Body Lava came out, and I was really interested in like having some glitter on my body, and so I used that shade right there to accomplish that. Yeah, these are very flat. If you can tell, I'm gonna put it to the side. So like these shades right here are not quite as used as these, and you can really tell. This one's probably the most flat. These two right here are very flat, like they're very close to being done. This one still has some bump left on it, but it's like I've hit complete side pan right there, and I've also hit side pan up here as well, but there's quite a bit of product left raised here. And once these colors right here are pretty much done, I think I would be okay throwing the palette away, because these colors down here just don't appeal to me the same way. I have, however, found a way to use this brown shade, and let me swatch it for you. So it's kind of a shimmery brown, but there's not a whole lot of shimmer in it, and so that makes it perfect for putting in my eyebrows. I actually have it in my eyebrows today, and that's how I was able to create such a decent dip in that. So I think until I'm ready to throw the palette away, I'm gonna keep on using this right here to fill in my eyebrows. Speaking of brow products, I also have my e.l.f. eyebrow kit in the shade Dark. I actually did an entire video using this and like showing you how I do my eyebrows with this. Look at that. Look at that. This is like the perfect pan too. It's an eye. Oops, my little brush fell off. Because before it was just like a teeny tiny little baby pan, and I've really expanded that pan. So I think what I'm gonna do is try to connect the pans here. I only kept it like that because I wanted to show you the eye, and I thought it was, I don't know, I like happy little surprises like that. I'm not getting as far on the powder. There is a little bit of a dip there, but the powder is, the powder just doesn't go quite as fast. But I think for the time being, I'm gonna take this out of the project and just continue to use this brown shade in my brows, because I want to get as much use out of this palette as I can before I throw it away. And I'm not planning on throwing this away at the end of the year like I am with this palette. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not really gonna update on this unless I have progress to show you anymore. So that is that. I have hit pan in something else, something new, and I'm so excited about it because it just happened like last week, and I expanded it a little bit when I used it today. So this is my contour and highlight palette from Sephora. I use this every single time I do my makeup, pretty much every single time, and it was really starting to get discouraging because I was not hitting pan, and I've been using it all freaking year, just all year. I finally hit pan in this banana shade right here. Look at that. And there's a decent dip in the pink shade as well. I really thought I was gonna hit pan on the pink shade first, but the pink shade is more my winter under eye color. During the summertime, I have been using this banana shade because I'm a little bit darker in the summer. So yes, I'm so happy that I was able to hit pan on that. I haven't been getting quite as far with the bronzers, but this is a start and I'm happy about it. So the next one is the Blush and Luminizer palette. The shade that I've been focusing on the most is this blush, and it does have more of a dip in it than the other shades. I don't know if you can really tell, but you'll just have to kind of believe me, I guess. Yeah, I enjoy using this blush. The other colors in here don't really scream too much at me, so I think when I'm done using this shade, if either I've used it all the way up or I just am tired of using it, I think I'm gonna declutter this palette. I think, I'm not sure. I still like the highlight, but I've kind of been I've been more so using this shade right here as a highlight and some of these other colors up here as my highlights for the time being, just because I'm really trying to get as much use out of this as I can. So yeah, even though I do like this highlight, I don't enjoy this blush nearly as much as this one, and this highlighter right here isn't much of a highlighter. It doesn't really show up all that much. It's just kind of chalky. So yeah, that's my update on that. Not much progress. So I do have a tiny bit of progress on my e.l.f. Shadow Liner Duo in the shade Pearl. I'll roll it up for you. This is what I have left. Here is where I started. I started way up there, and as of today, this is how much product I've used. So that is a decent amount of progress since the time that I've started this project, but it's not quite where I want it to be at this stage in the year. Like, it's the end of August, so I don't know, I'm really gonna have to buckle down on this if I want to use it up, but I've really only been using it to highlight my inner corners. I think maybe I would get more use out of this if I used it to highlight my face or something, but I just don't like using it that way. So if I don't finish this up by the end of the year, I think it's alright. I think I'll just kind of keep it in my collection, work on it as I so choose, just until it's gone or it expires. So I'm not too worried about this, but I have been getting some progress on it, so that's good. So the next two things are items that I can't really mark my progress on, but I'm still working on. The Wet n Wild Mega Liner in the shade Brown, still working on it, still going strong. Not planning on throwing this away if I don't finish it by the end of the year, but yeah, it's going steady but surely. The same with this ColourPop Salt Liquid Lipstick. Let me see if I can get any kind of a judgment on how much is left in here. So I think it's about down to here. So I have about this much product left. I use this to top my lips, like this. And it just adds like a little bit of shine. So I'm not using it all over my lips, and I'm not using it every single day the way that I should. I just really have not been using makeup as much as I want to be. So I don't know, I'm really gonna have to buckle down if I want to get any progress on this stuff, but this is something I'm definitely gonna have to toss by the end of the year because I've just had it for a long time and I can tell it's starting to go bad. So yeah, it's like on the verge, just like my other ColourPop lippy. They go bad so fast, so I wouldn't suggest getting a bunch of these at one time. If you're into liquid lipsticks, just get a couple, unless you wear them all the time. Okay, so far out of my 18, I have a little list here of all the products. So out of all the 18, I have finished up the Wet n Wild retractable liner earlier in the year. I finished the e.l.f. Makeup Lock and Seal, the e.l.f. concealer stick in tan, and the ColourPop lipstick in Frickin' Frack. So that's 4 products that were already finished, 2 more products that are now being considered finished. So that's 6 altogether out of my 18. All right, awesome. So 6 done in the trash. I have 5 more products that I am taking out of the project, and I'm gonna go through them pretty quickly because I'm not gonna be updating on them anymore for various reasons. Pretty much all of them I just have not been using, and I don't want to force myself to use them, so I'm taking them out of the project, but not taking them out of my makeup collection per se. So I guess I'll start with the e.l.f. cream blush in the shade Rose Royalty. I just have not been using this as much as I want to. There's been really no progress on it, but it still smells good, so I'm not really that stressed about using it up right now, and I'm not gonna hit pan on it by the end of the year. I don't want to stress myself out about it, so taking it out of the project, but still gonna use it just when I feel like using it, but I'm not gonna update on it anymore. And the same with this ColourPop highlighter in the shade Flexitarian. I just haven't been using it. I don't know, I just haven't really felt like using it. I've been using my other powder highlighters more just because I know that they need to get gone, but this one I think is still going strong. It's not dry at all. Like, it's pretty much just like I first bought them, which is strange because my ColourPop Super Shock eyeshadows don't last this long. But anyway, I love this, not getting rid of it, but just not updating out on it anymore. Same with all 3 of these lipsticks. This one is the Sephora lipstick in the shade Crush. I might get more use out of this during the fall, but unless I really start using it and start seeing some progress on it, I'm just not going to update on it anymore. Same with the MAC Midnight Troll, although this one I've gotten a lot more progress just because I use it more than the others, but I just, since my last update, I still haven't really used it like that, so out of the project, not going to force myself. And Vampy Violet, I've had like 3 backups of this because I used to love it, which is why it's a little bit shorter, but haven't been wearing it, so got rid of all the backups. This is all I have left. And yeah, not updating on it anymore, but I'll probably get more use out of all of these shades in the fall and the winter, but spring and summer, just I should have taken them out of the project then, but this is where we are. If I start using them more, I'll keep updating. So that's where we are on this project. I hope that you've enjoyed my updates as much as possible. I don't really take progress pictures like that. I would prefer, I don't know, I just prefer you to go back and look at the other videos. Plus I have too much going on. I have way too much going on, but maybe with my next project I'll do that. Yeah, catch you next time. Thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe, comment, like this video, all of that pizzazz and good stuff. And have a good rest of your day. Bye!